friendly neighborhood old soldier coming at you on this bright and fairly cool Friday morning down here in Robeson County, North Carolina. So much to talk about, what to decide to talk about. I appreciate all the comments yesterday on the range video. Like I said, I was really up in the air between the CSX and that SIG, and I just didn't think they'd still have it in the cabinet when I went back to get the CSX. So I count my blessings there, folks. By the way, if you live in the Fayetteville or greater Fayetteville, North Carolina area, Money Quick Guns, formerly known as Money Quick Pawn, on Rayford Road, next to the Tractor Supply, is your go-to place for firearms in this community. Putting it out there. I don't get paid to endorse them. Don't expect to be paid to endorse them. I'm just putting it out there because they're good people. No pressure to buy. Honest, wholesome people. Go check them out if you're in this area. All right. Apparently the House and the Senate, for the better part, have decided to stick their heads up their proverbial fourth point of contact. And as I've told y'all before, if you don't know what your fourth point of contact is, ask any airborne paratrooper, he'll tell you what your fourth point of contact is. You get 5 points performance, balls of the feet, calves, thighs, buttocks, push-up muscle. Need I say more? On gun control. There was a House bill, I think they said passed. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a meme. Saw it on more than one post. That if the Senate passes it, it would outlaw you taking apart your own weapon to clean it. What kind of horse mess is that? You see, folks, I have said it time and again, everybody needs to read The Naked Communist. And I wholeheartedly, sincerely mean it. You need to read it. That's just one book that lays out the entire communist game plan. There's midterm elections coming. I don't think there's going to be one honest broker in all of it. Meaning that the communists are going to get whoever they want into power to do their bidding. Through corruption, lying, graft, stealing, rigging, bribing, however you want to call it, however you want to see it, going to the graveyard and registering the dead to vote. I say all that to say this, boys and girls, girls and boys of all ages and toys. Be prepared for what may come next. If the Senate passes any of these House resolutions, which there's a rumor that the Senate won't pass anything, I just don't know anymore. Because you got feckless conservatives, I say feckless, they're communists, crossing the line for common sense gun control. I reached out to both of my senators, got one of them to respond. I got the typical political BS answer about working with the other side to come up with a... No, Tom Tillis, you're supposed to tell the left, i.e. the communists, take whatever they're sending and shove it up their fourth point of contact for the garbage that it is. That the Second Amendment shall not be infringed for the right of the people to bear arms. And it doesn't mean just a well-regulated militia. And the Second Amendment wasn't written to protect hunting rights. It wasn't meant for hunters. And all that other political mumbo-jumbo the communists on the left continue to espout, shoot off at the mouth, don't know what the hell they're talking about. So to you, Tom Tillis, you're one of them feckless idiots. And I haven't heard from your homeboy Richard Burr, that piece of garbage. But, folks, in the remote chance that the Senate passes any of these House bills on these so-called common sense gun control measures, look for additional sweeping measures to follow. Hell, it's already bad enough they let the ATF write the rules on a whim. 1 minute silencers don't require this, next it does. 1 minute you have to fill out this paperwork to get one, the next minute you got to get this. Oh, by the way, if you already have one, you got it illegally, you got to turn it back in. You know, that's just how quick the ATF is flipping the script on things. The ATF needs to be abolished, along with the DEA, half of the CIA, definitively 2/3 of the IRS armed agents need to be fired. The FBI needs to be stripped all the way down to ground level and rebuilt. The entirety of their senior leadership needs to be purged. Not to mention half the police departments around the nation's chiefs of police need to be gotten rid of. One's right up the road here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Their chief of police, she is a feckless, worthless communist. Can't speak for my little old town because I live outside the town limits. I live in the county, and our county sheriff down here is doing a fairly good job, but he's got his challenges. I think this year alone he's had to arrest 5 or 6 of his own jailers for committing crimes within the jail. But I'll give it to him, as soon as he found out, they got fired and got arrested. And they're just waiting their day in court. So I get it, but anyway. Folks, I would tell you to pester your congressmen and your senators. Not that I don't think, honestly, I don't think it's at this stage in the game right now, with tensions being what they are, and the Republicans once again running and cowering in little holes, sticking their head in the sand like an ostrich, putting their head up their arse like the communists, because they don't want any major confrontations up at the Capitol. But they'll come back and tell their constituents, hey, midterms are up, we'll get our people in, we're going to... Don't believe them. Don't believe them. If their power base is at risk, they're going to side with the communists in order to stay where they're at. We need to purge all of them, I think, this election. Will it happen? I doubt it until another major event occurs. Maybe the food shortage coming this fall will wake up people for the next major election 2 years after this one. Yeah, you hear about the chicken plant that burned up. Okay, it was an egg producing plant. One of the largest ones in the nation. Mysteriously, poof. Folks, you can't tell me these are all happening by coincidence. Hell no. Communists are doing it to make us all dependent on government. Government's going to come in back like FDR did and say, hey, look at us. We're your savior. Come to us. Yes. Problem is, it's different times, folks. It's different times. We live in an age of instant information. And the sad part, the majority of the masses are so dadgum brain warped they can't see beyond the shiny gold dollar that's in front of them to see the crap that's falling behind it. So, anywho, anyhow, anyway, that's for you, Brother Kyle. Forgot to put that out there for you yesterday. But, folks, y'all stay safe, stay vigilant, keep your eyes open, keep your ear to the ground, keep your head on a swivel. If you haven't started putting away a food storage, you need to do so now. If you haven't started saving ammunition, I suggest you get out and get some ammunition now. Don't wait, now. I get it. Everything's gone up in price. I'm about to go get brakes done on my van. I got to fill up this beast here. Got to go buy a lawnmower today. All of it's gone up. But anyway, my friends, God bless. Take care. Friendly Neighborhood Old Soldier out.